from day 2, another park. Gulliver's Matlock this time. Again, we've got in early. I'm out of breath because I have just done the zip line 3 times. Running, that's good fun. That is good fun. We also did the log coaster, which is actually really quite good and got great views from up there. That's the one thing I'm quite curious about this park. It's built on a hill, so I'm going to be exhausted, but also I think there's going to be some cracking views. But yeah, good start. Oh, I need to catch my breath. So they have this kind of climbing frame thingy. It has set times because they batch you. They have to do safety instructions, harnesses, etc. So if you are coming here, check out the times, get there ASAP. That was an interesting take on a set of dodgems. Dodgems in there have got guns on them. So basically, Sophie was driving and I was shooting. Pretty cool. The only one weird thing I would say is that they don't connect to kind of power above. They're charged, and from what I've heard, later in the day they kind of run out of power and take them off, which seems a bit of a flaw. So if you're going to do them in the morning whilst they're still charged. That was good. We just had a shot on the on that little kiddie drop tower, which, first of all, has a really good cycle. We were on that for several minutes, tons and tons of drops. Secondly, if you're on the far side, you get cracking views, and it feels significantly higher than that actually is. So that, for a kid's drop tower, is fantastic. I really enjoyed that. That was yeah, that was good.
Right there in Western world. Give it, yeah!
Made it to the top. There's a little travelator to get up the last bit. You can do the chairlift most of the way, and then there's travelator the last little bit, although you're probably quicker walking. So we're up in the Wild West section. Done the log flume. That's kind of cool. It's quite long and meandering with one drop, but you do get wet. And then there's a dark shooter ride thing, which is kind of weird because you have to keep loading the gun every 6 shots. Never seen one like that. But yeah, nicely themed up here. And we just grabbed something to eat as well. Just got hot dog and chips, which was reasonable priced for what it is. Don't know where we're going next. So as is the norm these days, you want to book your tickets in advance. The further in advance, you're going to get better deals. Also, if you aren't planning on being here for a full day, they do have a kind of afternoon ticket from 2 till 5 that's a little bit cheaper. So, you know, if you aren't going to be here for park opening, then consider the cheaper ticket and come a little bit later in the day.
Level 7 out of 10. What's the next one?
Done a few more things. Did the Haunted Mansion, which is a walkthrough. Then there's Dragon's Lair, which is new this year. Had high expectations. It's just 2 little cars that you, as an upcharge, to go around a little track. And then there's an animatronic for a dragon. And then did the Crazy Barrels, which weren't as good as the ones yesterday at Gulliver's Valley. The ones yesterday span a lot more. I am exhausted though. Be prepared for a lot of walking in this park, and it is on a hill, so you will be exhausted. As with all the Gulliver parks, this is obviously a family-friendly park. It is aimed at children. You cannot get in as an adult without an accompanying child. I'd say the sweet spot is probably 6 to 10. I'm here with a 13-year-old. Pretty sure, even though they say up to 13, I don't think that makes sense. I think 10's probably, 10 and below is probably the best age range for this park. That was kind of weird. I mean, I know dinosaurs and humans didn't coexist, but when you think dinosaurs, you think the Jeeps from Jurassic Park, and they've got vintage cars. Never seen vintage cars and dinosaurs together. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. You've got to pedal your way around this thing. Oh, I know, there's like quite a long track. Oh. Wish me luck. That was a workout. I am exhausted. Oh. There's quite a lot to do in this park, and it can be busy. So I strongly recommend, if you want to get a full day and do everything, get here before lunch, as early as possible, and then you'll get the best chance of getting on everything. Also means you're not running up and down the hill, which is exhausting. The park also offers some experiences in addition to all the rides and attractions, so check out the website, see what experiences there are available on the days that you're coming, and if you're interested you can take advantage of those as well. This park does have some amazing views and a lot of hills. I'm glad they've got this chairlift because walking up this would be exhausting. We've walked some of it and it's, yeah, I'm exhausted. But we're coming back up for a second run. We're going to do the water flume and then I think I'm going to call it a day because I have a 5-hour drive ahead of me. So up to the top here, down to that log flume, and then wrap this one up. Finished the day there with a shot on the water slide, followed by a go on the log coaster. I've had a good day. Definitely of the two parks we visited this weekend, I'd say this one is the better of the two. I think they take great advantage of the hills and how they can get the rides into it. I'm obviously not the target audience, but I've had a really good day. So if you've enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. I've been Chris, you've been watching Coast to Dad. See you in the next one. Adios.